This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, there's a big job fair coming to our area. We'll give you the details in just a little bit. Good evening and thank you for joining us at FYI. I'm Ken Cara. We begin with headlines. West Hazleton police are investigating several incidents overnight that they believe are related. West Hazleton Police Chief Brian Buglio tells FYI that an alarm went off around 11:34 last night at Hell's Kitchen on Broad Street. The owner responded and found a side window had been broken into. Police responded and found no one inside. A small amount of cash was taken. Then, today, Chief Buglio received a call from Smart Geeks Computer Store at 18 North Broad Street for an attempted break-in overnight. He also got a call from the Pour House at 109 Winters Avenue, where someone did gain entry, broke into a number of vending machines, stole some alcohol and a flat-screen TV mounted on a wall. Buglio tells us that police have collected a large amount of physical evidence and that the state police are processing one of the scenes today. Police are also reviewing a large amount of surveillance video. The suspect is described as a tall, thin male. Anyone with information is asked to call West Hazleton Police at 455-3733 or dial 911. A Memorial Day fire damaged a Hazel Township home and displaced one man who lived there. Firefighters from several companies were called out to 8 Getz Drive, just off Route 309 between Hazel Village and McAdoo. The home's interior was gutted. The Red Cross was called in to help the owner, 62-year-old Joseph Gotzich. A state police fire marshal is investigating. Patriotism and pride filled the air Monday morning in the borough of Beaver Meadows. Residents filled porches and lined the streets to see the annual Memorial Day Parade. The parade route culminated at Memorial Park, where a one-of-its-kind program was held. To recognize the 150th anniversary of the Gettysburg Address, the Beaver Meadows Citizens for Recreation invited past honor students from the former Beaver Meadows Elementary School who read either the Gettysburg Address or Flanders Field in years past to take part in reading them both again yesterday. Jennifer Barnasevich explained who was invited, and we have a selection from each of the poems.
Some students were in 8th grade and some in 6th. Some were honor students and some were chosen randomly. All were from Beaver Meadows. What an interesting alumni. Students that have gone on with their lives, some staying local, some moving away, but all having a tie to this wonderful community.
7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived of liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. There's fields where poppies blow, between the crosses row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky, the larks will bravely singing fly.
Participants came from as far as Wisconsin and as far back as a class of 1945. FYI's Lisa Sugart was among the participants. And many people came out Monday morning for the annual Memorial Day Parade in Cunningham. The parade, which featured local organizations, fire companies, and more, made its way down Main Street as residents and visitors lined the street. The parade then made its way to the grounds of the Cunningham Municipal Building, where the annual Memorial Day program was held. Our media partner, the Standard Speaker, is getting ready to host a job fair. Lisa Sugart has the details.
If you're looking for a job or you're looking to change jobs, we have just the ticket for you, a special event taking place in our area tomorrow. And here to tell us all about it is John Patton, the operations manager for the Hazleton Standard Speaker. John, this is a wonderful job fair that gets bigger and better, and you want to see a lot of people coming out, so tell us a lot about it.
Yeah, it's this is our 3rd year, and it really has taken off. We did some pre-advertising for it. We're now filled. The vendors are all filled. So now what we're looking for is people to come out and help themselves. We tried to put together the sponsors, that have the jobs available with people looking for jobs, and I think this is going to be a great way for them to meet up.
Now, why did you want to do this in the first place? Why was it so important for the Standard Speaker and the Republican Herald to get involved with the job fair?
Well, we've seen these throughout the region, and obviously we have the greatest reach in the region as far as trying to get the advertisers who have jobs and the people in the area who need them. And a couple of years ago, we sat down and we said, is there a spot that we could have it in Capriotti's, jumped right up, and it's a great location to have it. So for our county, I mean, we service, some of Lackawanna County, Luzerne County, Carbon County, Schuylkill County. So, our reach extends into those counties, and we thought this would be a great way to put those people that, again, not just people who don't have jobs, but maybe someone who's looking for a career change or a venue change. This is an opportunity for them to really come and see what's out there.
Now, what if someone is not available tomorrow to go to the job fair? Can they still take advantage of it?
Yes, there's a website that you can go and you can see who's listed. And we talked a little bit about this. You can, some of those companies you can contact directly. If you can't make it, it starts at 10 and goes to 4. If you can't make it for a longer period of time or you want to come on your lunch hour, you come in, you'll be able to see who's there, where they're at, and you can go right to that location. If you can't make it at all, obviously you can contact them directly and send your resume in, and hopefully, get an interview that way.
And all the information is standardspeaker.com.
Yeah, you can come in and again, you can take a look at it. Every year we try and make it a little bit easier for people, and so the Great Northeast Job Fair has done that.
All righty. The big job fair is tomorrow. It is from 10 to 4 at Capriotti's, and that is just outside McAdoo there on the Tresco Road in McAdoo, so it's easy to get to.
Absolutely. And again, there's directions available if you need them. We'd like to thank Osmos, who's been the sponsor, and then our co-sponsors, which is the AutoZone and the Regional Hospital Scranton. Certainly we're looking for a good day.
Obviously, and we hope that a lot of people come out and find just what they're looking for. The job fair tomorrow from 10 to 4 at Capriotti's. Don't miss it.
Tonight we have news from the desk of the Pennsylvania House of Representatives. Seniors living in Luzerne and Wyoming counties may be eligible for vouchers worth $20 to participating farmers markets and roadside stands in the Commonwealth. Seniors who are 60 or older as of December 31st with an income of less than $21,590 for a single person and $29,101 for a couple are eligible to receive the vouchers. Households with more than 2 eligible people are asked to contact the area agency on Aging. The program runs from June 1st to November 30th. The dates, times, and locations to pick up the vouchers for the month of June are up on your screen. Many of the headlines you heard about, you can read more about them in the Standard Speaker, or you could also check out their website at standardspeaker.com for much more local news and sports. Coming up next on FYI, Janine joins us with her Care for Kids segment, and in sports, we'll take a look back at how Hazleton area captured the District 2 Quad A baseball championship.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
And we're back here at Eagle Rock Resort in the Blue Mountains of Pennsylvania, and we are talking every Tuesday about care for kids. We're talking about Luzerne County children and youth, fostering a child, adopting a child, and we are so happy to have children with us and young adults with us that are telling their stories to you, our viewers here on SSPTV, every Tuesday on FYI. So Katie, thanks for joining us here. We couldn't have picked a nicer day to tape this.
It is very nice.
So, right now you are in the foster care program, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so if someone's watching out there and they don't know a lot about what fostering a child is, can you talk about that?
Absolutely. Foster care, people act like it's a really bad place and it's something that no one wants to be in. It can be, but it's also what you make of it. And there are very nice people out there who want to make a good life for children and teenagers like me. I have a really great foster home, and they're like a permanent family to me. And to me, it's not a handicap, it's more of a blessing, and I don't want people to think different of me because I'm in foster care, and I'm not ashamed of it, because if it wasn't for the situations I was put in and my parents weren't screwed up, I wouldn't have an amazing family, friends, and I'm going to college, so I don't think I'd have any of that if it wasn't for this.
So people who do not really know about the foster care program, it's not all these horrible people just taking in kids for the wrong reason.
Yeah, it's not just that, and I think people shouldn't judge or say anything unless they actually are in foster care, because they don't know. You don't really know what that other person's going through. You're not in their shoes. So I think it all depends.
Now, from fostering, we've learned through watching the segments every week that you don't necessarily have to be adopted if you foster a child, but it's nice for some of you who want to be adopted.
I was never given the option to be adopted, but I think it's a great thing if someone wants to say, hey, I want to welcome you to my family. I don't know anything about you, but I want to love you. Like, all parents should do that, and unfortunately, not everyone's born to be a parent, so I think that's a really great opportunity.
How has the fostering program helped you as a child and now as an adult?
It's helped me learn a lot of responsibilities. It's given me the opportunity to go out there and see what other people are doing. I'm becoming more successful. I've become more of a people person because I was locked out most of my life, and I feel happier. I feel like I can be really successful and prove people that said my whole life, you can't do this, that I can do this.
Well, it sounds to me like you have your head on pretty straight and you're also going to college.
Yes, I am, for early childhood education.
What is some advice you have out there for anyone looking to possibly become a foster parent or actually adopt a child?
It is a lot of work, but I think if you have the drive and passion to do it, then you can do anything with anything, not just foster care. But I don't know what to say about it other than it's just a really great opportunity for not just parents, but for kids, and make the world a better place.
You're so great. Thank you. Very well spoken. And I know you've touched or impacted the lives of some of our viewers. And every week we are talking to children who want to be fostered or are being fostered, people who want to be adopted. It's a great segment here on FYI called Care for Kids. And we'll see you next week.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
It's so nice today. Take a drive, do a dance, play some basketball, do what you like. But what a great day in NEPA. And let's see if the good times will keep rolling. Here's your weather from the National Weather Service. Tonight, showers and thunderstorms are likely before midnight. The low will get down to 59. Wednesday, showers are likely before 10 a.m. It will be a high near 69. For Wednesday night, there's a slight chance of showers before 11 p.m. The low will get down to 49. Thursday night, for Thursday, mostly cloudy with a high near 64. Now Thursday night, there's a chance of showers before 2 a.m. The low will be 53. For Friday, a chance of showers and thunderstorms. The high will get up to 71. Friday night will be partly cloudy with the low around 48. And then Saturday will be mostly sunny with the high near 70. And Saturday night, partly cloudy with the low at 48.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop on in for a cold treat with their ice cream and yogurt, or some hot food with their burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, located on Route 93 in West Hazelton. Stop on by today or give them a call at 570-455-5362.
He was victorious in a three-way race for Congress on primary election night. Dr. David Moylan III won the Republican nominee and now will go head-to-head with Matt Cartwright in November. And I'm pleased to be joined by him today. He is the Schuylkill County Coroner and also the Medical Director of the Simon Kramer Institute. I want to say, first of all, Dr. Moylan, congratulations.
Lisa, thank you very much. And it was a very humbling experience to be given this charge by the citizens of the 17th District, the Republican voters. And I hope to live up to this awesome responsibility. I was particularly heartened and humbled by the support that I received from not only my patients, the colleagues that I've worked with for the last 30 years, and the citizens of Schuylkill County. They really put me over the top and made the difference. But I also want to compliment the two gentlemen that I ran against, Matthew Conley, Matt Dietz, two first-class gentlemen. And I've spoken to both of them, and they're very supportive, and they're pledging to be behind my effort to unseat Matthew Cartwright.
Now, when you look at this, it's a tough battle. It's a huge area to be canvassing before the general election. So talk about some of the points you want to make to the voters as you go out and about now between now and November.
Well, certainly there's many issues that we need to address, and I hope that we can focus just on the issues. That will keep us busy for the full 5.5 months that remain before November 4th. But the other thing that I'm running on, basically, Al Smith, he was the Democratic nominee for the presidency in 1928, and he famously said, let's look at the record. So I'm basically running on my public service record in the coroner's department in Schuylkill County, and I hope to make a full report on the activities in the coroner's office, which I'm very proud of, including the virtual autopsy and many cost-saving measures. But I want to release the full report within the next few weeks, hopefully on a website, and particularly want to focus on the finances of the office and show how we've been able to save the taxpayers money, because again, that's going to be an issue in the upcoming campaign.
Is there anything else that you see as being a major issue when you do go out campaigning right now?
My signature issue is the sanctity of human life, and I am going to focus on that. I'm not running away from that one bit. And there's going to be a clear-cut difference on most of the issues between Matthew Cartwright and myself, but particularly this one. And he has a 100% approval rating with Planned Parenthood and a 0% pro-life rating as determined by the National Right to Life Committee. And that will be a stark contrast as we go forward into November.
With your victory, I'm sure people in Schuylkill County were reacting strongly because they lost their congressman to Matt Cartwright, Tim Holden, that they had for a long time. So Schuylkill County now looking and hoping that they get another congressman from Schuylkill County?
Indeed, and Tim was a great benefactor to the area. And one of the things that Tim supported, and I will also support, is create a truce on the war on coal, because that's very important and unites most of the 17th District. I will be a servant to the citizens of the 17th District, not just Schuylkill County.
All right. Dr. David Moylan, again, our congratulations. He will be running against Matt Cartwright in the November general election.
The Freeland YMCA will be holding bingo on Thursday at the Freeland Event Center. I can't tell you how much I love bingo. Thanks, Nana Cara. The doors will open at 4:30 and games will begin at 6. For more information, call the Freeland Y at 636-3640. And here's your Pennsylvania midday winning lottery numbers. The Daily 963, Big 4 3783, Quinto 19328, Treasure Hunt 3 10 16 22 26. FYI, we'll be right back.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
May 26, 2014 will be remembered by baseball fans in this area for a long time. If you do forget, Ron Marchetti will remind you. Yesterday, 2 local teams won district championships on the same field in back-to-back games. The MMI Preppers won the District 2 Single A championship over Blue Ridge. Now we will have a feature on the Preppers catcher Sam Harmon later this week, so congratulations to the Preppers on their first district championship in baseball in school history. Now just before that MMI game, the Hazelton area Cougars beat Delaware Valley 3-0 for the Quad A championship. Here's more on their victory.
Hazelton area head coach Gino Cara asked pitcher Dante Biazzi at practice the day before this district championship game if he wanted to start. Biazzi didn't hesitate with his answer. After holding Delaware Valley scoreless for 5 1/3 innings, Biazzi had a 2-run lead, but the bases were loaded in the bottom of the 6th. At that moment, Cara had another question for his sophomore pitcher.
Basically, I asked him, you got this or don't you? Are you ready? Can you go? He said, I got it. I said, okay, get him.
He threw
That was it. That was all I said.
Biazzi seemed confident all day with a solid defense behind him. After scoring their second run in the top of the 4th, the Cougars got a 1-2-3 bottom half of the inning, highlighted by this play by Mitchell O'Donnell.
Mitch has had a great year defensively. I realized there was an error this game, but he's just done a great job defensively. He's solid there.
If Biazzi ever needs some extra motivation, he just needs to look directly behind him to second base, where his brother Sal plays.
He helps me out a lot. Whenever I'm struggling, I just turn and look at him, and he tells me what's going on and what to do, and it's big for me. I like having him playing with me.
Biazzi also has some motivation right in front of him in junior catcher Robert John. Here's John talking about Biazzi.
First off, I want to say he's got a lot of talent. The kid's electric. I mean, you look at him, you're going to see him going places 2-3 years down the road. But the kid works hard. Sets his stuff, sweet stuff up with his fastball. works really well in the corners.
Thanks to a week of rest, Biazzi says his fastball was sharp on this day and did set up his curveball. After Kara walked off the mound in the sixth, Biazzi struck out the next two batters to get out of the inning. Sal Biazzi came on in the seventh to close out the game and give the Cougars their first district championship since 2005. It was also a historic day for the Biazzi brothers.
It definitely makes it better. You know, this is probably like the first team since Little League we've actually been on and played on together, so it was definitely a fun game.
While the Biazzis are the only actual blood brothers on the team, the rest of the Cougars are close, and that helped them stay calm on a warm day on a big stage with so much on the line.
We were nervous. We're a bunch of friends. I mean, we've been playing together since we were 10, 11 years old. So, I mean, just another day at the ball field for us. Bigger setting, bigger deal, but all in all, just the same bunch of kids playing baseball since we were 10 years old.
So by my count, Dante Biazzi went 6 innings and had 8 strikeouts and only 1 walk, and he only gave up 3 hits. His brother Sal worked the 7th and gave up 1 hit and struck out 2. Remember, we will have that MMI story coming later this week. And plus this week, it's a big week for the Penguins. The Wilkes-Barre-Scranton Penguins are playing St. John's, and they are tied in the Eastern Conference Championship for the AHL. Game 3 is on Tuesday night at the Mohegan Sun Arena. Game 4 will be on Wednesday night in Wilkes-Barre Township, and you can check that out in our area. Also, FYI, AAA baseball, Tamaqua versus Blue Mountain at Coca-Cola Park in Allentown. That championship game has been postponed to Thursday at 6:30. Happy Wing Night! It's Wing Night at Bottlenecks. Get $2 off your order of wings or all-you-can-eat wings and boneless wings for only $14.95. Bottlenecks wings are voted best wings in the area year after year.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. One quick announcement for this evening. Berwick will be holding their first annual Color Run 5K Walk or Run, all to benefit Relay for Life, Saturday, May 31st at the Berwick Test Track. Registration is at 10:30 and the run begins at noon. Cost for the day is $25 and everyone is welcome to attend. For info, call 570-752-4849. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Raymond E. Cudwatty of Freeland. Funeral is Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. from the McNulty Funeral Home. Friends may call Wednesday from 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. Margaret A. Hollett, formerly of Freeland. Services will be held Wednesday under the direction of the Cusick Funeral Home in Somerville, New Jersey. Nicholas V. Plesh of Stroudsburg. Services were held under the direction of the William H. Clark Funeral Home. Janie Lou Scoffienza of Sugarloaf. Friends may call at the Harmon Funeral Home Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. Andrew M. Bresnitsky, formerly of Freeland. The McHugh Wilczek Funeral Home will announce complete arrangements. Mary Denoy of Tresco. Mass is Wednesday at 10 a.m. in the Most Precious Blood Church. The Firo Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Thelma F. Forsythe of Berwick. Services were held today from the James L. Hinckley Funeral Home. And Ethel T. Brill of Weatherly. Graveside service is Wednesday at 2 p.m. at the St. Gabriel Cemetery. The Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop located on 15th Street in Hazleton. For delivery to all local funeral homes, call 570-454-0111.
Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on Channel 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Tonight's winner is George Janashik of McAdoo. George, if you're watching, give us a call right now at 570-459-9813 to win your free movie.
Thanks for watching tonight. I'm going to listen to Lisa recite the entire Gettysburg Address from memory. I'll let you know how that goes. We'll see you tomorrow. Until then, take it easy, everyone.